Hey guys, I'm Rob Tatro. Today we're talking about swing trading versus long-term investing. What's right for you? Rob Tatro from robtatro.com, head of the Tatro Wealth Advisor Group here at Canaccord Genuity Wealth Management. Swing trading topic is going to be huge. I really like it, and it's something you want to talk about a little bit more. Please feel free to go to speaktorob.com, www.speaktorob.com. We'll book a free, no obligation consultation. Swing trading. All right, so you're looking at the markets every single day. You're taking a look and you're trying to benefit from the fact that there's volatility in the markets. You probably have a discount brokerage account and you trade the same stock more than one time per day. Some people also call it day trading or swing trading, two commonly referred terms. I would just caution every one of you who's watching this video, swing trading or day trading is not for everyone. In fact, it's for very, very, very few people. You need to have some incredibly remarkable resiliency, intestinal fortitude, a really high risk tolerance, because what ends up happening with most people is, the market historically is up more often than it's down, right? So you're up, so you're buying something, and on most days, the market is up more often than not, so the stocks are generally moving in a positive direction. So it's easy to make that profit on the first few times you're trading a stock. So stocks keep moving up, you keep making money. And historically that goes that way for a while. You start telling your friends about it, you start feeling confident, you start feeling a little bit cocky maybe. And then what happens is, I've seen it I don't know how many times, you get crushed. A market correction happens, a recession, a market event where stocks are down 30, 40, 50%. And then what do? You're in those positions. The ranges that you were looking at before no longer exist. Typically a swing trader will have a range of a stock and he'll trade them high and low and try to buy at the bottom, sell at the top many different times on the same day. Well, what if your range is no longer in place? What if the market is down 40, 50%? How do you deal with that? And what happens is most people who've not gone through this market cycle, who are not perhaps emotionally ready for this, they just can't come back from that. And they end up usually not buying, and they end up being either long the wrong positions, or they end up actually not being long at all in the stock. They sell and then they miss the market timing. So it can be very, very tough for people to do that. Investing in the stock market, investing in any investments that have daily liquidity and move and have, daily volatility is very, very, very difficult emotionally. It's a very, very difficult thing because what happens is the cycle kind of mimics our emotional cycles. It's easy to want to buy when everything's making new highs, because that's what we feel. We feel the fear of missing out. We want to be part of this party. Everyone wants to be part of the party. But when the markets are crashing and you're day trading, are you going to have the fortitude to stay in and to be long the right positions when you've just lost 30 or 40 or 50% of the value in your portfolio? Most people can't do it. It's very, very difficult for most people, and that's why most people would trust someone like me, a portfolio manager, an investment advisor, an expert who is not emotionally attached to your money, and therefore can make the logical decisions based on a history of being in the market, based on multiples of stock prices, based on dividend growth of stock prices, or whatever that portfolio manager or me is looking at. You need someone who's going to have that the sane, sober mind that's going to come to the table, look at the metrics of your portfolio and figure out does it make sense for this person to own this. Again, if this is confusing for you, or if it's a bit much, or if you just like to chat a little bit more about this is something you can go to www.speaktorob.com. We'd be happy to book a no obligation consultation with you. So you're swing trading and things are going well, you've made a ton of money, you've got some cap gains. Remember, you're going to have some capital gains on every one of those positions. So for tax wise, for some people, it's not necessarily the best thing. What I would caution you, if you're going to do this, make sure you set boundaries and rules for yourself. Make sure you take yourself through a process where you go, how am I going to do this in the situation of a downturn? And make sure you understand and appreciate how much of your capital you are willing to risk. What makes sense for some people is to have a hybrid strategy where they'll have part of their assets in a kind of a trading situation where they want to feel involved. They want to maybe set up a TFSA or something like that where they could trade that account and leave the majority of the portfolio or your true kind of wealth to an expert like myself. The worst thing that could happen, what we don't want to see and what I've seen I don't know how many times, is the majority of your wealth is end up being, in a day trading account. You get hammered, you get crushed, and you make the wrong call at the wrong time and you end up losing out on 30, 40, 50% either up or down. And as a result of that, you've dramatically altered your retirement plan and you've dramatically altered how much capital you can actually get in retirement. So some to be very, very cautious about, some to be like I'm telling you to be extremely cautious about this because it's something that most people cannot do. Very, very few people have the emotional and intestinal fortitude to do this. Again, guys, I'm Rob Tatro from robtatro.com, head of the Tatro Wealth Advisory Group here at Canaccord Genuity Wealth Management. It was awesome to talk about swing trading with you guys today. If you have further questions, go to speaktorob.com. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us a share. We'd love to hear your thoughts on swing trading. And again, thanks for tuning in.